Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Mad as a Goat, and today I want to talk about dead celebrities because, as we all know, the news has been passed around the water drinking fountain, whatever the fucking thing is. Paul Walker has died. Now, if you said this to me out of context of social media and pictures that are associated with it, if someone just walked up to me, no prior anything, no picture, nothing, and just went, Paul Walker died, I'd be like, is he a relative? I honestly had no idea who Paul Walker is, but now they're putting all these images up and I realise he's from that Too Fast, Too Furious. I saw that one time when I was 14. So another legend has died, but in a couple of months everyone would have forgotten about him. Same thing happened when Michael Jackson died in 2009. A lot of people say that Michael Jackson, the king of pop, pop music lost the best thing in 2009, losing Michael Jackson. I simply remind them that John Lennon was shot in 1980. You're incorrect. I'm just saying. Anyway, but usually when celebrities die, they get this huge flurry of just like people talking about them and how brilliant they were, and just goes on and on through the social media, on the YouTube channels, everything. Everyone's blowing up. Paul Walker's died, alright? Look, I'm not here to be a cynic and just say I don't give a shit that Paul Walker died. It's sad that a person died. As far as, from my point of view, a person died. That's sad. He was killed in a goddamn car accident. What a waste of life at 40. Damn. It's a bummer. But I'm not going to go on and on and on and on and on about it and then just forget about it in a couple of months. I'm going to treat it like you would most deaths about people you have no idea of and that you've never met. It's like, wow, that's sad. When you hear about like things like Auschwitz or the Vietnam War or just war in general, you don't sit there and mourn and put all these posts up for the people who die in the 6 o'clock news every night. But one celebrity that was in a movie that was mediocre gets all these accolades. I'm not saying that it's wrong. I understand people who are fans, but it just gets a little bit out of hand. And sometimes, like Michael Jackson, 2 months before, everyone's pointed this out. I mean, everyone's pointed this out. Literally months before he died, people were making fun of him still, and had been for almost 20 years. He was the biggest laughing stock in music that ever graced music. A lot of people liked his songs, but he was still a laughing stock and pretty much a joke. He was just a joke. South Park didn't even have to try. It's Michael Jackson. There's the joke. You know what I'm saying? And then he dies, and the king of pop has died, and everyone gets on the bandwagon and starts going out and buying the Michael Jackson greatest hits. Gonna be honest with ya, not the king of pop, not even by any stretch of the imagination in my point of view. Made a lot of good hits, had a prolific career that he was forced into. It's more of a sad thing than something to celebrate. But anyway, yes, he died and everyone went crazy. Now we've just basically forgotten him. And then the worst ones, I reckon, are when celebrities that people just don't like die and they turn it, they just ignore it. Like before Amy Winehouse died, everyone was making jokes about her crack habit and how she has a bit of a strap with her boyfriend, and it was hilarious. As soon as she dies, everyone shuts the fuck up. What the hell is that? I mean, it was funny before. The lady was dying right before your eyes. What, you like watching the car accident, but you don't like laughing at the results? You were laughing at the results before it happened. You were laughing at the downfall. If you're going to laugh at the downfall, laugh at its conclusion. That's all I'm saying. Don't be a fucking hypocrite. Don't pretend like, oh, Paul Walker is a legend, I'm going to remember him forever. In 10 years, I'll ask you who Paul Walker was, and you'll have to take a second to think. Honestly, it goes too far. And even worse than the ones where they make jokes about the downfall, but then, come back with all these things later on, is the ones where, like, dumbass pricks die and take some innocent fucker with him. For instance, the Ryan Dunn guy from Jackass goes speeding down the fucking street in his goddamn hot rod, drunk and shit, as far as the reports tell us, and takes some poor innocent cunt to fucking hell with him and kills him. And everyone goes, oh, Ryan Dunn was a legend. No, he's not a fucking legend. And as soon as you kill someone else, you're not a legend. Unless you're in a life or death situation, no, you're not a legend. If you were just being a cunt and being reckless and you took someone else's life with yours, you're a dick. Same with Chris Benoit. A lot of wrestling fans, he's a legend, he's a legend. He's a fucking piece of shit. I put him in the same realm as Richard Rodriguez or fucking Ted Bundy. The fucker choked his wife out to death and then shot his son up with like, what are they called? Sedatives, and then choked him out like a fucking pussy coward and then hung himself. Fuck him and his legacy, he's a cunt. What he did overwrites everything. And you can't just you know, ignore that he did that. That happened. He's a cunt. He's not a legend. I agree with WWE removing a lot of him from their history books, because who wants to be associated to a guy who fucking chokes out his wife and a 7-year-old kid? That's some fucked up shit. A lot of people misconstrue things when death is involved. Make your Paul Walker page, but don't call him a legend. He wasn't a legend. He was a pretty good actor and possibly a nice person, but you don't know that because you never met him. He was a good actor. You liked him in Too Fast, Too Furious or whatever the flip it was. He wasn't a legend. It's going a bit far to call him a legend. And they did the same with Tupac. Look, not cool what happened to Tupac. Some conspiracy theories do come, you know, across as legitimate at times because, oh, what did happen? I mean, shot in the middle of Vegas Strip and no one saw a thing. Racism, inner plots with the government, you don't know. It's a full-on thing. Tupac died, but at the end of the day, was he the best rapper? Thug Life and all that, was that the best thing going on at the time? It was popular. It wasn't the best thing going on at the time. He wasn't the best rapper of a generation. What the hell is that shit? What about Big Punisher? No, oh, he wasn't popular enough, so his death's just like whatever, because not enough people knew about him. I'm telling you, that guy was a lot better than fucking Tupac. He might not have expressed it with all the heartfelt emotions as much as Tupac did with his pussy shit going on. Don't forget that he was up for rape charges. Don't know if he did that, but the way that he was so arrogant about it, it's just creepy. He was a creep. I don't like Tupac. He's a creepy fuck who puts out hypocritic shit and then went against it. He's a fucker. Fuck him and his legacy. Big Punisher, what you heard on a record, I can stand by that. Okay, you're saying you're the hardest motherfucker ever. Not going to go against it. You kind of fit the part with your look, and all reports would say that you were just a good guy making some raps and making some money. Respect that. But no, death's involved and it's conspiracies. You get it so fucking twisted. It's just death. It happens to everyone. This could be my last video. I could not wake up tomorrow. I mean, it's just death. Get the shit over it. Christ. Drinking my blood orange shit. I'm getting too agitated because of your hypocrisy and your bullshit, and you're getting too upset about death and scared and shit. So I'm going to just do the fucking freeze frame thing for the Mad as a Goat.